Sack tried to get away but could not.
Robert Quinn, a 10-yard loss on the sack. It's second down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
To throw is Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Hey, nice 7.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina, and then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 down. Here we go, 47.
Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers, he's going to sling this deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 26-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Rodgers being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
46. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Rabbit.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Prescott now from the 50. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos Lewis with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again. Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimous St. Brown. 29 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3. 2 go 46. 2 go 46. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get 3rd and 5.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kill. 47.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
50, 6-6, pull it back. Hey, Charlie.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 88. Hey, Delta.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54. 50. Hey, you block over here. 54. Recon, 152 fighter. Jump out. Right there. 54, right there.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. The 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Alpha.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it. That's St. Brown. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A give to Elliott. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott dancing to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Like 5-5, like 55, like 5-5. Quit talking about it and bring it.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final